overwhelmed, a bit of all over the place. I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough. And the devil is a liar because I am moving every day. Hi guys, my name is Nompumelelo Skasana and welcome into my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm happy to see you here. Thank you for tuning to my channel. Please do subscribe, like, comment, all those works. To the regular deculars, thank you for tuning into my video yet another day. So in this video, as you've seen in the title, it's 2025 check-in. Are we still thriving? And the main question or the purpose of this video that I wanted to do this sit down for is to ask you, how are you? Before you answer me, let's take a breath in, breath out together. Well, I'll start. 2025 for me so far has been great, overwhelming, quick. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And my feelings some days are all over the place. But I kept on telling myself that you made a declarance that 2025 is one of my most productive year, and I can say best year. Faith sometimes is seeing things before you even seeing them in the natural, is seeing things happening even though in your spirit you are feeling so low. Well, as I've said that I will start, remember we made vision boards. I don't know whether you made yours this year, but I did my vision board. But beside my vision board, I usually talk about the 5 pillars that you need to create for your life. For me, it's finance, it's mental health, it's investing in myself in terms of skills, um, with the intention of business. Then it's my career. Then it's my spirituality. It becomes so easy for me to check in when I check those pillars that, okay, financially, how are we doing? Academically, career wise, are we tracking? How are we doing? So far, I have certain wins that I've managed to accomplish, but I also have losses or things that feel like a setback, which they are normal. So I felt like we should have this conversation where it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel stagnant. It's okay to feel like nothing is happening. And as a matter of fact, very totally things are not happening. Things are not happening the way you planned them. Things are all over the place. Well, I don't know if someone feels me on this, but it happens. So that's what I want us to talk about and then to ask you, Uzi, how are you? This is a safe space. I want you to know how are you. Please do engage me and share. Uzi, how are you doing? On my wait, guys. I just started recording this video and they're drilling outside. But anyway, the show must continue. Yo, we have a pipe burst on in our floor, so they're busy with that. So please excuse the background noise if you may hear that. I'm gonna try my level best to which it doesn't come into this video. So the first thing that I checked in with myself, it's funny enough, I'm gonna do this check-in for the first time this quarter. So I'm doing it with you while on this YouTube video. The first thing that I'm checking in is my mental health. It's been so incredible. I haven't had anxiety this year, which is something worth celebrating. And I'm so proud because, as I've mentioned in one of my videos, by now I work shifts. So they take a bit of a toll on myself because as much as I do shifts, there's other things that I do and I'm intentional about developing in my life. So yeah, I haven't had anxiety. And you know what? It's because I've been consistent with gym and running and eating well. I can proudly say I'm one of those people that eat well. I eat well. I hardly have takeaways. I hardly like eat food that is not healthy. So let me just say 70% of the time, which is something worth celebrating. Um, for me, because I wanted to be that woman, I wanted to be that adult that did not just thrive in making money, developing themselves, but I wanted to also be healthy. So with that, I'm doing so well, and it's now a lifestyle. If you, I now I'm at the point where I'm in a restaurant or work function or at work, and people are asking, "Are you dieting?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle." Doesn't mean in some days I pass by McDonald's. While I still pass by McDonald's, especially when I'm ovulation. Hey, one day we need to discuss ovulation as women. Especially now in my late 20s. It's so deadly. But anyway, story for another day. Financially, I checked also. I'm doing so well, but I've had already 2 months where I had to dip in into my emergency funds, and even my emergency funds had to be finished. And now I had to tap in into my own money, which does feel like a setback. One of them was my phone like exploding. I use two phones. I can't survive with one phone. There are reasons to that. So I had to buy another phone, which budget wise, I'm really off. Another thing that happened, we had a funeral at home, so I had to travel. It took from my budget. Another thing, the third thing that happened was something that had to do with my house. I had to replace, yeah. So it was now, in a matter of fact, my emergency funds are exhausted, which is fine. But another thing that got affected is that when I started the year, I have pillars in my finances where investing to travel, no, saving. I mean, saving to travel, which is an annual thing, right? Then there is a saving to invest. Because I would be investing, I would do it there and there. But I decided that this year I'm going to follow people who talk about investing and buying shares and all that. Then every month I have money allocated to that, right? But because I had emergencies there and there, that was affected. I'm sharing that to say sometimes you plan your life, you plan your year. Doesn't mean things are gonna go smooth, right? There's gonna be hiccups, so that is also that. Spiritually, it's been here and there. But thank God for Good Friday. After Good Friday, there's a service I attended at Goshen City Church. Um, After the service, I made the vow that every day from the month I will have a morning devotion. Doesn't matter how I feel, I'm going back to being that girl who has the devotion, and not just have a devotion, but also I'm going back to waking up at night and praying, which is gonna be a little bit of a trick for me because I work shifts, but I'm going back to that. What else in terms of skill and investing in myself? I'm still big on that. There's also money that I'm saving every month just for me to improve my skills, and also acing my exams. I'm writing this month. I need to ace my exams, and I play to win. I wanted to get in distinctions. I'm not sure about that, but I will do it. But anyway, that is just my summary of things that I'm touching with you. How am I? I'm interested to know um, on your side on how you're doing, even if you do not share it with me. But I'm just encouraging you that this is a necessary conversation you should have with yourself. We are where media. This is a media check-in, and which is very critical, because I always say it's easy to have an unproductive year, a year full of so much sorrow, full of so much feeling low about yourself, and things are not working out for you. But I believe that when you move with intention, check certain pillars of your life on how you are doing and how you're moving. I think it helps us, because I'm not feeling so good, like I'm not feeling so great, but I'm constantly checking in helps you to reflect, reset, then move with intention. Oh, another brave thing I did this year, guys, if you didn't see it, I decided to enter Miss South Africa, which is I consider it as something brave, because as people sometimes we don't like putting ourselves out there. So my friend Aluto always say, "Chomi, please enter Miss South Africa." But I always felt like I'm not a Miss South Africa material and all that. But this year I got the confidence, and it was exciting to something to do. Just that one step of posting that video and entering the competition. And I'm happy that I'm consistent in my way running and fitness level is concerned, eating well, taking care of myself. I mean, look at my skin. Don't miss your skin with keratin. I'm joking. But yeah, but the call to action the points that I've written here is that it is very important to reflect on how you feel. Do this alone, sit alone and actually have the conversation and say, Nompumelelo, how are you? How are you doing? And from here, where to? Another thing that I've been feeling so well about, it's my YouTube channel on how I hardly have time, guys. I'm juggling this and that, juggling this and that. But actually I'm changing my vocab to say I will make time for everything that I should show up for in the season, even though it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, because it takes a lot of sacrifice, especially for someone like me who has shifts, who has school. You want to invest in yourself, you want to save money, you want to start a business, you know, and it's dear my car. But the necessity I want us to have this type of conversation is for us to be able to consistently reflect. And the reflecting that I'm going to do is going to be at the end of this quarter, starting at another quarter, because we can't say you want to have a productive year but you're not doing these check-ins, right? So it is okay to feel overwhelmed, but I want to tell you that don't stay there. Go back to reflecting. After reflecting, we can always start. Here is the month of May. You can always start. You can always start that habit. You can be at home feeling stuck in a job. I mean, I'm also feeling stuck in my job. Like, I'm trusting God for your job, and I've been praying and praying, and I'm feeling drained. But you know what? This morning, I had a morning devotion, and I was like, it is very important, especially as a believer, as a child of God, to not whine like an ordinary person. I mean, God told us He does things in His own time. So why are we so agitated? Why are we so feeling like we are drowning? Those feelings are valid, but it doesn't mean God is not in the business of elevating us or developing us and building us to be people of great character, for giving us an opportunities to nurture our gifts and serve the world. I think that is just what is important. So this is me saying, hold up. It's not a worst year as yet. This is an incredible year. This is me declaring it to the atmosphere. I'm saying this with such a heavy heart. I'm feeling a bit low. I'm not at my best, but I'm saying it with so much conviction that this is not how things are ending. No, this is not how things are ending. There is more that is coming. Even though sometimes I'm not even feeling it here, but I want to declare it in this YouTube video that there is more that is coming. There is more that is coming. For we are destined for greatness. We are destined for what our mind cannot even comprehend. We are carrying gifts, but also we want to be people who are driven by intentional living, and we want to have quality lives. Basically, that's what my channel is about, or my inspiration to start my channel, to have this wholesome conversation, but to be also real when things are not coming out together. That's how I feel right now. I'm not sure if things are coming out or not coming out together, but I will declare it with so much conviction that baby, steadfast, things are going to happen. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know whether next week or when, but I will declare saying that things are coming out together. Stick to your routines, continue to thrive, and have an intention for each day. Every day, wake up with an intention that, you know what, I'm going to rise, I'm going to start that business, and I'm going to just take care of myself. Because our intention every year, I believe they are different. We are carrying different assignments for ourselves. But one thing we should refuse is to live a life that doesn't have a purpose and direction. We wake up, we complain, and we just drown in that. Is that the life we were born for? I refused. I refused. I'm going to go to war. I'm going to go to war for the year 2025 to end as the year that God intended it to be for our lives. So the power of reflecting, it's that you check how you feel. Check how you feel. I'll be honest, I'm feeling overwhelmed, a bit of all over the place. I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough. And the devil is a liar because I am moving every day with intention that, you know what, let her wake up, go and run, come back, focus on my schoolwork, focus on the skills that I want to work on. So it is very important for us to acknowledge that I'm not feeling well, I'm overwhelmed. It's fine. It's normal. But what's normal is not us to dwell in there. Because the most beautiful thing that I love about life, like you always have a chance to start again. I love that about life. You always have a chance to start again, again, build new habits, you know, meet new people, move differently, just to change your life. And another thing that is important that I think like we do not or we downplay is that the biggest change of your life is not going to happen always by just a big miracle happening. It's going to happen by little, those little actions or intentions you put every day. They are pushing you and getting you closer to your big miracle that you are hoping for. So I wrote the points on where to from now. We acknowledge that we're overwhelmed. We acknowledge that some of us are happy, are content, you're rolling, you just check your vision board, you're tracking. But also, I'm talking to us who are feeling that, yes, we did the vision board, but we're feeling like something is aho. What should be what aho? I don't know whether you get knows what aho. Something is missing. Something, you know, you're feeling that stagnancy. Like I was even feeling guilt. I was like, Lelo, you're not making enough time for your YouTube channel to push all this content. But I had to be honest with myself that Lelo, you are trying your best to juggle everything and you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there, you're gonna grow even in your channel. That road to 200 that we're aiming for, it's gonna happen. And don't be hard on yourself. Create as you go and be present as you go. And again, don't put so much in your mouth, more than you can chew. So one step at a time, you are doing your best. Basically, I want to say to you in this video, don't be hard on yourself. You're doing your best. If you're not doing your best, every day we're being given an opportunity to do our best. I hope your mental health gets to be in a good place for you to show up as the great version of yourself. May we have enough resources to invest in ourselves financially, the businesses that we want to start, the houses that you want to buy, what you want to invest in property, I don't know, buying shares, the different ventures that basically as young people were thriving for in building for. So this is me reflecting and asking you again, how are you? I hope you sit down and have this conversation. How are you? And reflect deeply and be honest with yourself. Anyway, I said when to from now. Always anchor your why. I just did the summary with anchor your why. I have systems that help you to show up as a better person. Create a rhythm. I believe in this. A routine, a routine, a routine. Number 3, have self-compassion. Move with grace. You're doing the best that you can. And if you're struggling with fatigue like the way I would, always plan your meals, plan your activities, and one decision at a time. One thing I've learned lately, and this was from ChatGPT, says create systems that serve the real you. Don't copy someone's routine. Don't copy other people. We always come here on social media and see people posting their progress and success. So inspiring, so great. We are praying for them and we're happy for them. We're inspired. But always come back to your reality. Don't compare yourself. Don't copy someone else, but build your patterns according to your needs at the time. because you know where you are going and you know the vision that the Lord has already shown you. I was saying this to myself, that you know the vision the Lord has already given you, the glimpse God has shown you, that how good can it get. Don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. So yeah, this was my heartfelt sit down with you and asking you, how are you? 2025 check in. The year is moving so quick. That's why some of us are feeling overwhelmed. But I'm here to say you're doing so great. For the fact that we have opportunity to check in and reflect and reset, it means we are tracking. And 2025 is one of our best years yet. May we continue to move with intention every day and trusting God that there is actually more. We are not born just to come here, be ordinary, and die. We're here because we're blessed with gifts that allow us to serve one another and build quality lives. Anyway, let me not yap too much. I can yap the entire day. I don't want to be all over the place, and also I don't want this video to be long and boring. I love you so much, and I'm rooting for you. This is Nompumelelo Skosana, intentional living advocate, boss woman, all that jazz. Let us continue to lead lives where we move with intention. I hope you love my channel and you subscribe and comment. If you always come back, I love you so much. I love you so much for being a Sabi from day one. If you're new here, please do subscribe into my new channel. And I hope this sit down helps you to reflect in your own life on where you are in this year. Don't drop the ball. Start again. It's going to be an incredible year as we declare and move with intention. Mwah, 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 mwah.